Okay, guys. Hello, hello, hello. I'm here. Alrighty. Sorry, my. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, guys, I'm gonna make it through this video. All right, I am making creamy white chicken lasagna. Creamy white chicken lasagna. Okay, we're gonna see how that tastes. Okay, and I do have in my in here because it opens up. I have a paper where I write down all my recipes that taste good. I don't write down the recipe itself. I just write the title, and next to it on the edge, I write down where I found it from, so I can, if I want to make it again. It's if it was really that good. Like I got to write down Thursday's meal because that was super good. Okay, so I'm gonna say hi if you come on. Say hi. Comment hashtag replay if you're watching the replay, so I can see how many people watch this after I post it. All right. Hold on, guys. Okay. All right, there's the Cash App for YouTube. There's Cash App. Okay, let me get you all the Cash App. Don't mind me. All right, I can see the star comment pinned, so I know everything's going to work well. If you want to read the star comment, it'll be in the comments because I'm going to pin the Cash App. Okay. And here is the Amazon wish list, okay? All right, guys. So I'm going to read the ingredients, and then we'll start. 2 cups of shredded cooked chicken breast. Now, I got a shredded chicken. It's all right here. So I'm going to measure 2 cups or a little more. I'm going to put some aside for my dogs. Usually I do it right before I cook, but they ate all their food this morning. Sometimes it takes them through half the afternoon to eat their food. But so I don't want to feed them like now because they eat only morning and night. So I'm going to save it till this evening. And sorry, guys. I got this. The liquid that was in the bottom of the whole chicken. Okay, I'll probably put it in the fridge if it gets kind of hard. You know how it turns white and gets kind of hard when you have like oily liquid? Then I'll just heat it enough to soften it back up. They don't usually get. It's not like I feed them this stuff all the time. And see, that's a lot. I'm just gonna pour a little bit to make their dry food wet, and then put some chicken in there. Now, if there's more left, I'm gonna throw it away. Okay, 2 cups of shredded cooked chicken, or you can do more if you want. Sometimes it says 2 cups and I put the whole chicken in there. It's me. 14 ounces of artichoke hearts, drained and chopped. I don't like artichoke hearts. No. I didn't buy them, nothing. I'm just mentioning because that's what it said. Okay? And I'm not doubling this because it says it makes 12 servings. That's what it says. So 2 cups of shredded chicken, more if you want, less if you want, whatever. And you can cook your own chicken breast and shred it if you choose. Or you can just buy a whole chicken. And then 14 ounces of artichoke hearts, drained and chopped. 8 ounces shredded mozzarella cheese, divided. So I guess it's going to have you put half and half. And you can put more or less than 8 ounces if you want. Just buy a bigger bag. Half a cup, more or less, again, grated Parmesan cheese. Now it says grated. I've got shredded, so it doesn't really matter. Okay? Half a cup of sun-dried tomatoes, drained and oil-packed. 16 ounces of cream cheese. So 16 ounces of cream cheese. I've got 2 8 ounces, and they've been sitting out here for a little while trying to get them soft. So when you mix it up, it does. Now the sun-dried tomatoes I have right here, this will be the second time I've used it. I tried it in another recipe and they were pretty good. It says drained and oil packed. So I guess they want it in oil, but you drain it. This one doesn't say cut it up. The first recipe I used wanted me to cut it up. So, and if you don't like them, don't put it in either. 1 cup of milk, half a teaspoon of garlic powder. Now, if you've seen me cook before, you know that sometimes I don't measure the seasoning, I just sprinkle. And when I use garlic powder, I also add some onion powder because I just like to put both together. Or if it says only onion powder, I'll put some garlic powder. 1/4 of a cup of fresh basil chopped and divided. So I guess they want part of it. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. Okay. Half of it probably might be mixed and the other half might go on top. 12 lasagna noodles cooked. Now, if you're going to cook some lasagna noodles, I'd put a little bit, like up to maybe 5 more in case any of them break. You have backup. Okay? Now, I'll show you. We got lasagna noodles. There is 14 in here. And they're oven ready. That means they're ready to put in a lasagna, the regular kind of lasagna or this one. And you don't have to cook them separately in a pot first. Okay? So that's the good thing. Sorry, guys. I'm going to pull this out because it's going in the oven. Okay. Okay. So now, if you need to hear me repeat the ingredients, then just rewind the video and go back and hear it. Or if you're watching live, you can listen later. Or if you're watching a replay, you can rewind it for the noodles. Okay? Now, step 1, which I already did, heat your oven to 350 degrees. Okay? 175 degrees Celsius. I just said that because it says it here, and in case anybody is used to Celsius. You never know. All right. Now, step 2, combine shredded chicken, artichokes, 1 cup of mozzarella cheese, Parmesan cheese, and sun-dried tomatoes in a bowl. All right, hold on, guys. 1 second. Let me see. 1 cup of Parmesan, and it says 8 ounces of, half a cup of grated Parmesan cheese. So it says Parmesan cheese, so I guess it means the whole thing. And it says 1 cup of mozzarella cheese. And it says 8 ounces, which is 2 cups, so they want half. But instead of measuring, I know what to do with my hand, so. All right. So I'm going to start that, but let me call my son real quick. He called me and he has my card. So let me call him real quick. Okay, guys? To see what he wanted. And I got my medium-sized bowl out to mix things. All right, he did not answer. So he's probably going to end up calling me back. I just wanted to see what he wants because he has my cars. Our cars, so. So if he calls back, I'll answer. Wait, it said, I keep losing this. Okay. So now we're going to combine. All right, he said that was an accident. Okay. Combined shredded chicken. So let's do this. I'm going to see what is 2 cups. That's not even, to me, that's not even a lot. So I'm going to put some more in there, probably the rest, not all of it. I'm just going to see what, and I'm going to cut this a lot more because there's some long pieces. So I'm going to go through it with my hand and break it up more. But I'm also going to do that for my dogs when I give it to them. So for right now, I'm just scooping some. That's 3 cups. Just leave enough. That's 4 cups. So I just doubled the chicken. Okay. That should be good enough. Now I'm going to just break it up. Make sure it's broken up into smaller pieces, like this one's a big piece. I already put my hand. I thought I. Okay. So after we put the chicken in, artichokes if you're using them, 1 cup of mozzarella, which it says 8-ounce bag, which I think is 2 cups. Yeah, 16-ounce bag is 4 cups. Okay, so we're going to put the mozzarella, Parmesan cheese, and sun-dried tomatoes. Now, it does not say how much Parmesan cheese to put in. So I'm guessing they want you to use the whole amount that they said in the ingredients. They said 1 cup of mozzarella because an 8-ounce is 2 cups, and they want only you to use half. They could have also said put half of the mozzarella, but okay. So I think I got this good enough. Let me wash my hands. All right, anybody? All right, nobody on YouTube. Nobody. Just getting out a paper towel. Drying my hands. Let's see. Anybody come on here? No. Okay. So, no. Oh, yes. Lokita Abba. Sorry. Lokita Abby, if you're still on here, thank you for coming on. And we're having creamy white chicken and lasagna. Creamy white chicken lasagna. Okay? So, if you're still on here, Lokita, do you like artichokes? Do you like artichokes? Does anybody like artichokes? If you're watching the replay, let me know if you like artichokes. I'm just curious. Now, if I see someone else come on later, I'll ask again. Okay? So, we're going to do the 1 cup of mozzarella. Let's see. Right there. Okay, I know a huge handful is 1 cup because I've already did a huge handful and measured it in 1 cup. Back one before I knew that. Okay? Well, that takes that. It's gone. Okay? I have another bag because it still needs another cup, so I have another bag. Okay? And the Parmesan cheese, half a cup, so I'll take half a handful. Okay, that should be good enough. Alrighty. And sun-dried tomatoes. Now, let's check this out. Half a cup of sun-dried tomatoes. Half a cup. I guess they smell okay. I thought they were, because I don't use sun-dried tomatoes hardly. I've only used it once before. So, hi Shannon. Hi Shannon, how are you doing? Have you ever had artichokes, Shannon? Have you ever had an artichoke? Excuse me, my stomach is, so if I do that, I don't know what's going on. Okay, sun-dried tomatoes. I think they're okay. It says best by May 19th of 27. I don't remember what they looked like when I first opened them when they were new. Let me see something. I'm going to look up something on my phone real quick. Okay, guys? Then come back to the recipe. Hold on. All right, so sun-dried tomatoes are bad if they have signs of mold, a slimy film, or a foul or unusual smell, or a fizzing or bubbly in the oil. I don't think so. Let me... Sorry, guys. I'm going to get some out. Oh, smushed up in there. Okay, just about half a cup is all they asked for. Well, this says May 27, so... Okay, they're fine. See if I can... It doesn't say cut them. The last recipe I used them on was a while ago. It said cut them. This one doesn't, but they were not bad. Because it says they're a product of tomatoes, so... So we are going to go. They're good. Okay. There was no bubbling or fizzing. Okay. So we put them in there. Alrighty. Oops, I gotta get back to the recipe. All right. Okay. Hold on. Trying to get... Hold on, guys. All right, here we go. All right, so now step 3 says, because step 2 was the chicken, artichokes, 1 cup of mozzarella, and Parmesan cheese and sun-dried tomatoes in a bowl. So it was all of the Parmesan and only 1 cup of mozzarella, because that's half of the 8-ounce bag, okay? So you can measure, or you can just put half the bag if you have a full bag. But if you have a bigger bag, you can either measure or take one huge handful. That's the size of my hand. Okay, so step 3, in a separate bowl, beat cream cheese, milk, and garlic powder until smooth. Then we're going to stir in 2 tablespoons of chopped basil. Mix half this sauce with the chicken mixture. Okay? So we are going to chop basil. It is going to be this basil. This basil is freeze-dried. Okay, you can get this at Walmart too, or your local grocery store. It's Lighthouse. It's a glass jar. These are freeze-dried if you want close enough to real. Or you can get real basil and chop it up, okay? Okay, so I'm going to get another bowl because I didn't really see that it was needed a second bowl. So let's see. All right, let me know if you like artichoke hearts. That's something I don't think I would eat, Shannon, but okay. So let's get this done. Let's get 16 ounces, 2 8-ounces of block cheese. Now, if you don't have block cheese, I'm guessing you can use, because when it says 8 ounces, 4 ounces, I always put block cheese. I don't know why. Just do. I just always have. But I guess you could take it out of your the container if you have one of those container cream cheese. I have both. I have the other container to spread. I like to scoop crackers with the cream cheese or spread it on bread or bagels when I have bagels. So that's why I have that. Now I'm going to cut it up into blocks just so it'll be easier to stir. Okay, I cut down in strips. Okay, I cut it in strips. Then I'm going to turn it around the longer way, because you want to cut it in strips in the short way. Or you can cut it the long way first. It doesn't matter. Okay? All right, let me hold. And once you do that, you'll get, little squares. Okay? Oh, sorry. How's it go? Dump it into the bowl. And we are going to put the second 8-ounce cream cheese. Okay? And as soon as I do that, I need to go get my charger, because it says low battery. I forgot to charge my phone. It did say low battery a little while ago, but this woman here said I could get my charger. I forgot. But I'm right by a plug where my microwave and can opener is plugged in. I really don't like unplugging my microwave because I have to reset the time every time. So I just unplug my can opener, electric can opener. Okay. All right, so let's get that in there. All righty. Now let me wash my hands. Got cream cheese all over it. Just rinsing the knife. All right, guys. I'm sorry. My stomach is acting up. You still on here, Shannon? All right. All right. Milk. All right. It said milk and garlic powder, but I'm going to put onion powder too. 1 cup of milk. Half a teaspoon of garlic powder. But like I said, I'm just going to shake it in. Okay. 1 cup of milk. All right, let me put the milk in the refrigerator. Alrighty. And half a teaspoon of garlic powder, onion powder. Well, just garlic powder, but if you want to put onion powder in, you can. It's all up to you. So that was half a teaspoon if you want to measure it. Okay? Half a teaspoon. So if you want to put onion powder, you can. You can do half a teaspoon as well. Just half a teaspoon of each. But if you don't want onion powder, you don't have to. Okay? And 1/4 of a cup of fresh basil. But I'm using that. Sometimes you put a different amount. So I'm just going to pour a little bit in here. It's not going to be 1/4 of a cup. I think you got to put less if you're using this, I guess. But it's kind of like, you can smell it. It smells like the real thing. It's just freeze-dried. Okay? All right, there we go. Oh, I was wondering why it was separate, because it was hooked on the back. It just broke off. Okay. So, we're going to mix that up. Let me go get my charger real quick so my phone doesn't die and I lose the recipe. Let's see, anybody on YouTube? Nobody. Anybody else come on here? Okay, Shannon, just checking. Did you hear me ask you, do you like artichokes? You like artichoke hearts? I do not. They look yucky. Okay, there we go. All right, it's getting hot in here. Okay, so now we're going to mix it all up. And then number 4 is going to start out with spread half of the remaining. No. Oh, it's part of step 3. After you mix all that, cream cheese, milk, and garlic powder until smooth. Stir in 2 tablespoons of chopped basil. I told you that. It's 2 tablespoons. But I thought it said, I think I got 2 tablespoons. It said 1/4 of a cup up here. But you just want to mix in 2 tablespoons for this right now. I think the rest is to sprinkle on top I'm guessing. So then we're going to mix half of this sauce with the chicken mixture. So let's mix this. I didn't get to mix the chicken mixture. Let's mix the cheese with the chicken and the sun-dried tomatoes. There we go. Now we're going to mix this with cream cheese stuff. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. And then we're going to put half of it into with the chicken mixture. Okay, that's okay, Shannon. What are they texting back and forth? You got some friends? Oh well. Well, it's okay. I just asked if you had liked artichoke hearts. Or have you ever tasted them? Okay, I'm going to mix up this cream cheese mixture with the milk and the basil and the onion powder and garlic powder. Okay? Now, I got this wooden spoon. You can use a spatula or whatever you think is best to mix it. Okay, just take your cream cheese out ahead of time. can say 15, 20 minutes, whatever you think you might need to soften it. So it's much easier. If you take it right out the refrigerator, it's going to be much harder to mix it. Okay? And that's why I said it's easier to cut it up if you're using block. Just kind of mush it. Stir it in and get it all mixed up together real good. Okay? Smush some of it. Oh, I almost dropped it. Smush some of it. Against the bowl. Oh, it says beat it. That's why I'm having a hard time. I still got to use a spoon, but it says to beat it. That's why I'm having a hard time. So, here's the thing. If you use a beater, it says beat. It will be easier, and if you happen to forget to take the cream cheese out, then that'll make it easier. But it'll still make it easier to beat it if you soften it, okay? Okay. Get this out the way. Okay, now, my phone has been charging. I think I can, well, not enough to make it good enough, but I'm just going to unplug it while I use this plug to use the beater, and then I'll put the phone plug back in. Let me make sure it works. Okay, so we're going to bring this over here, and I'm going to do it on low because I don't want it splattering everywhere. Especially with the milk, it'll go everywhere. I thought it said just stir it in, but it said beat. So stirring, that means beat it. Beat it! No, just kidding. Splatting in some places, it's okay. Trying to get some more. Okay, I ejected it. Just wiping that down. All right. That's done. Just remove the plug so I can plug my phone back in. Did I hear it? Okay, that sound you hear. Okay, so now it says put half of it into the chicken mixture. So we are going to put, well, there's still some lumps, but it's okay. Okay. I don't want it to drip. Okay, so let's mix half of it. Now I'm stirring it into the chicken mixture with the cheese and the sun-dried tomatoes. Okay. Okay, so this is about what it looks like. Okay, guys? So next it says number 4. Spread half of the remaining cream cheese mixture onto the bottom of a 13 by 9 inch baking dish. Cover with 3 lasagna noodles and 1/3 of the chicken mixture. Okay, so whatever's left of this, it wants half of that onto the bottom of the this 9 by 13 baking dish. So there we go, about half. I take the napkin and wipe around the edge of my bowl because I don't want it to drip. Okay, so let's just spread it out. Still got some lumpy cream cheese, but it's okay. It'll kind of melt down as it's cooking in the oven. And these lasagna noodles will cook while they're in the oven. They're oven ready, it said. Okay. So now it says cover with 3 lasagna noodles. Open these lasagna noodles, and it's ready to go, because if it wasn't, then I would have already had them cooking in the pan. Okay? So 3 lasagna noodles. 1, 2, 3. All right. If you cut them down in half, down this way, not this way, but this way, you might fit, like if you scoot it over, 1 on, or you might fit a 4th one if you scoot them, but there's just a little bit of edge on each side. Okay. Now, I did, and 1/3 of the chicken mixture, so just 1/3. Oh, piece of my hair. Now, before I do that, because it says 12 and it's 14 in here, so if I went all the way down to the bottom, I could probably fit 1 more across here, because I got 2 extra. Oh, it'd have to be. Oh, that didn't work so well. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it this way. Okay? All right, I'm going to put some right here. Okay? All right? This one right here. And this one right here and right here. It's okay. Because I have 2 extra. Okay? So 1/3 of this. If it says 1/3, that means we're probably going to break it into 3 different times. Okay. So let's see. All right, so let's see how that works. Sorry, guys, just trying to spread the mixture. And you know, guys, from what I heard, I think lasagna is not necessarily just like beef. Lasagna, that word, I think I read it somewhere, kind of means like just layering of foods. Same layers repeated. Then that's why we call it chicken lasagna, meat lasagna, cheese lasagna, whatever you want. kind of lasagna you want. Okay. All right. One more little bit because just get it over there, over there. All right. All righty. Now, all right, 1 second. My thing went crazy. Okay, I was on number. All right, stir in. No, that's not it. Number 4. Repeat the layering with noodles and chicken mixture, finishing the top with a layer of noodles. Okay? So, get that over there. Get that over there. And what did I drop? Nothing. Okay. Oops, they break in it. Half this way, good, but not the other way. Okay, so let's get that right there. Alrighty. Alrighty. Alrighty, so we did that. Now, it says repeat layering with noodles and chicken mixture twice. So, it says finishing the top layer of noodles. Top the assembled lasagna with remaining cream cheese mixture and mozzarella cheese. Cover the dish with foil. Oh, okay, I see what they mean. Okay, because I still got this liquid here. Okay, so we're going to... Wait, hold on. Okay, so I'm going to put chicken mixture, then another layer of noodles, then the last of the chicken mixture, then noodles again, and that'll be it. Okay, sorry, I was just trying to get it on. Okay, so let's do this. It could have used a little more. Like, not the noodles, but I'm saying like, more of the mixture. And it's supposed to feed 12 people? I don't know about that. Okay, so we're going to have to spread this out a little more. There's not a lot left. All right, let's do this. Trying to spread it out thinner, but it's all, you know. All right, just a little bit more to get into this corner. Okay. Alrighty, so. Oh, that's cool, Shannon. That's real cool. Okay. So, let's do this. So we got 1, 2, 3. It said 14. Let me see. 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14. I already broke 2 of them. No, it looks like more than that. Well, that's a good thing. Okay, so there's 3 more. So we use what we need to use. Put this right here. Let's see, get that right there. Right there. These pieces here. All right, the last of this mixture. I'm going to put it in different spots because it's hard to spread. It just will move the noodles around. It's just. All right, that's it. So I hope this is enough. Okay, and I'll show it to you guys before I finish. Okay. I swear, it could use a little bit more chicken at that. Not even the chicken mixture, just chicken alone. See, mixture. Get it there. Next time, I suggest to either use a smaller pan, and if you use a smaller pan, you might just have to break the noodles in half. So if you're cooking the noodles, just cut them in half because you can't just break. And if you're using this pan, I suggest use a little more chicken. Just a little bit more cream cheese. So maybe, I could make a little more. I have a cream cheese that's 4 ounces. It was 8 ounces and I used half of it, 4 ounces. And it's still in there. I could use that. Then I'd have to mix it again with a little bit of milk and garlic powder and onion powder. But that's okay. But I want to leave some chicken for the doggies. So, okay. So I think this is good enough. But next time I will add about 20 ounces of cream cheese, which is half of an 8 ounce. So they don't sell 4 ounces. They got to buy 3 8 ounces and just cut it in half. And just add a little bit more milk. A little bit more of everything that goes in that mixture. A little more milk, a little bit more onion and garlic powder, and what else went in there? And basil, just a little bit more, okay? Because it could have used a lot more during each one. Because it feels like you got to mix this, pull the mixture really thin. And if I would have used 2 cups of chicken instead of the 4 cups I used, it would have definitely not been quite enough. So I suggest that you use a little bit more of everything that goes in the milk mixture with the cream cheese and stuff, and more than 2 cups of chicken, like maybe 3 or 4. Because it could be 4 and then there's extra noodles. Well, I've got to top it off with the noodles. It's still going to be extra noodles. No, it might not because I'm putting a 4th one here. Overlapped it a little bit. And this one's going to go on the end. But I'm going to break it. Okay. So because I did it that way, I squished in a 4th one. and put one at the end. This way, I had to break a little off the end because it was too long. It only left like one left and a partial one. And because I took 2 extras and broke them for the other layers, to, so that's good. Now, it says, let's see. We're on step 5. Top the assembled lasagna with the remaining cream cheese mixture and mozzarella cheese. Cover the dish with foil. So if you're going to make more of the liquidy milk cream cheese stuff, you want to make sure you have more than 2 cups of chicken. I had 4 cups. The chicken wasn't the problem. Add a little more cheese. More than 1 cup of mozzarella. All that Parmesan, whatever amount you want. Okay? This cream cheese mixture, it says pour it over the top. So whatever you have left, you want to pour it over the lasagna noodles because you're going to end with lasagna noodles. Or you could make it one less layer if you want and add a little more chicken to each layer. And, it's up to you. Okay? Just get it all out. Okay? Just spread it out, the liquid. Get that over there. Get that out of my way. And while it's cooking in the oven, I will be rinsing the dishes. I'm not going to wash them right now. I don't think so. My stomach, it keeps on. And I'm doing this anyways. It was even more so. I was about to put everything away and say I can't do this. But I continue on. I'm going to do this. All right, remember, preheat the oven to 350 before you start. Okay? Now, cover the dish with foil, and we're going to bake for 25 minutes or until heated through. Sprinkle with the remaining chopped basil before serving. Let's stand 5 minutes before cutting into. Okay? And it says tips. You can use pre-cooked or rotisserie chicken for convenience. Okay? Well, I told you that. Soak sun-dried tomatoes in water to soften them before chopping if needed. Well, okay? So, now you're going to use a 13 by 9 inch baking dish, 2 mixing bowls, electric mixer to mix up the cream cheese mixture, a wooden spoon or spatula to spread the mixture over the noodles, and aluminum foil. So let me go get the aluminum foil. All right, I got the aluminum foil made. I didn't want to have to go back, and I didn't want to bring all the aluminum. Oh, here's some chicken. Put it right there. All right, so this will work. Right. I thought it was going to be like 40 or 50 minutes or something more, but no. That was the recipe that was on the box, the meat lasagna. Okay, so hopefully these will cook. All right, so we're going to put it in. Oh, I forgot to show you what it looked like. See, I was going to show it to you before I topped it with the last of the. Oh, sorry, my finger was over. But see, got that up in there. Can y'all see that? I don't know. Okay, let's get this down. The oven's open and I don't want it to lose heat. Okay, 25 minutes. Okay, let me. Sorry, some of the cream cheese mixture splattered on the floor, I guess. So I'm picking it up. Okay. Now, we're going to let it set for 5 minutes. But I want to make sure the noodles are cooked. That's my main concern. And make sure everything is hot through. So this is just what's left, so I'm going to throw it away. Okay, and we are going to back this. Sorry, YouTube. I just wanted to move the computer out the way. So I'm going to just rinse some of these things. Trying to get this water hot. Alrighty. Okay. Rinse the spoon because it's already wet. But I'm going to use it to scoop up. But since it's lasagna noodles, I'll probably will take a knife and cut, like a square piece, So, yeah, that's what I'll do. So, I'm just rinsing the bowl. All right. My phone keeps acting up. It keeps flashing green, and I have to tap on it to bring it back because it's all messed up. And it's not going to stop doing that until I get another phone. First of all, I can't afford to upgrade. I wish I could, but I can't. For two reasons. One, I don't have the money because all we have to pay is the taxes on whatever the phone costs and the first payment on the phone, which normally added to your phone bill is like 20 or 30 bucks, depending on the price of the phone. The more the phone is, the higher the payment is, okay? So, yeah. Then, so if the taxes are like, let's say the taxes are 80 bucks and the phone payment is going to be 25 bucks, you would have to put 105 down. So, like that, okay? But to fix my phone or get another one, the exact same one, it would be $107. That's it. Because I could the phone payment, I can't afford to add it onto my phone bill. We can barely afford our phone bill as it is. So that's why I do not want to. Because I got to pay $107 to get another phone from the Apple store. Okay, because I went to the Apple store and I thought, from my thoughts, because I'm paying Apple Care Plus, that's like a warrant. It's like a thing on your phone, so you can get it fixed if something happens. That I would get it free no matter what. That's not how it works. if your phone, like the last time I took it in, there was something wrong with the camera. The camera was kind of jumping, so if I took a picture or video, you'd see the screen jumping around. So I went into Apple. They were able to fix it without replacing the phone. So it was free. But now it's so messed up because of the screen turning green. And if I take this off, y'all will see the back of my phone is all cracked up. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, now you probably can. You can't see that if I have the cover on. And that's what happened to it while the cover was on. So, yeah. So, 20 minutes left. Now, just to go over some things. Remember, that I would add a lot more than 2 cups of shredded chicken it calls for. Because I think it needs more of everything. 14-ounce artichoke hearts if you like them. 8 ounces of shredded mozzarella divided, which means 1 cup will go in with the mixed with the chicken and the other will go on. Oh, hold on, guys. Hold on. Talking about that. Hold on. Um, 1 cup of mozzarella goes in with the mixture and the other goes on top. As I was telling y'all that, I forgot. Okay? Okay, so, oh, sorry guys, I'm in a rush, my stomach hurts and it's crazy. Okay, so we are going to, I ran out of mozzarella in the other bag. So, we were supposed to, at the end, you're supposed, after you put that sauce on there, the milky sauce, you're supposed to top it with some mozzarella, the next cup of mozzarella. Okay? However much you want. Okay? There we go. See, this is what my phone is doing. Well, it came back to normal. Okay, so I'm going to turn the timer off. Wait a minute. And I'm going to put it on 19 minutes. It was on 25. It was on 19 when I took it out and then went to 18. So to compensate for that extra minute, I'm going to put it on 19. Go ahead and start it. And put this back in here. Okay, so there we go. Yeah, I was trying to just make sure I reiterate everything for you guys. And when I got to the mozzarella cheese, that's when I realized I didn't put it on top, like I said. So, back to what I was saying. Half the mozzarella in the bowl with the chicken, and the other half's going on top. Now, you don't really have to measure. You can just sprinkle it on. But I would use more than 8 ounces, and I would put a little more in the bowl so it could, you know, spread out more. Because I'm telling you, the layers were very thin, and I like to have thicker layers and make sure there's enough. The top layer could have definitely used more. Okay? And if you make more, like, put maybe a cup and a half of milk instead of 1 cup. I know it sounds like a lot of liquid, but half that liquid's going to go into the chicken mixture. So, and half of what's half of the liquid mixture that's left with the milk cream cheese mixture, half of that's going to go at the bottom of the 13 by 9 baking dish. So then the other half is going to go on top. You're going to spread it over the noodles because the noodles are going to be the last thing on top, and then you're going to spread it with mozzarella cheese. But add more than 2 cups of chicken, 3 or 4 cups. A little more garlic powder, onion powder if you want to add it, a little more basil, and a little more cream cheese. I would put another 4 ounces, which is half of the block of cream cheese I put in there. Because I thought they sold 4 ounces, but I was looking one time and I didn't see it. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry, guys. Having this issue, it's hurting. I know. I didn't want this to happen in front of you guys. But I also wanted to cook my food. So, all right. So now we got 17 minutes. This chicken, I think this is the liquid from the chicken, the bottom of the chicken container. This was the top. Do you think I should put this in the refrigerator? Because if I tell you, this kind of stuff will get hard. It's already got a layer of, I'll show you. See? But I can warm it up just a tad bit so it won't be thick. And this stuff, I would recommend not to feed your dog on a constant, not even once a week. I barely even give them that once a month. It's only when I buy a whole chicken, which is rare. And I'm not going to even take half and half for both dogs. It's not going to even be half of this. Just a little bit, drills it on top to mix it in and moisten up some of the dry food a little bit. And then mix in some of this chicken. This is just regular chicken. At my grocery store, H-E-B, they usually have lemon pepper, barbecue flavored whole chickens, or just the regular chicken with just some regular seasonings. But so you can choose between there. We've gotten lemon pepper last time. So this next time, if I get it from H-E-B, I'm going to get the barbecue one. Because we got the lemon pepper because my husband loves lemon pepper. But next time, we got this one from Sam's Club. They're about almost $5. Their chickens are bigger and they taste better than any chicken around. Now, Walmart, I would get it there if I'm there already and I have to. They're not nasty. I just don't like them as much. I'd rather go to H-E-B and definitely Sam's. So we went to Sam's, got it. And yeah, it's much bigger. So it's like from here down, and it feels tightening too. But okay. Hi, me. Are y'all guys off work? What time is it? Oh, it's 4:08. Yeah. Okay. Hi, me. What y'all doing? Okay. So now I've got 14 minutes left. We're in the oven. And for those of you who just came on, it is creamy white chicken lasagna. Okay? Creamy white chicken lasagna. Okay? And if you want to see the recipe, you can go back to the beginning after I post this, and I'll tell you the ingredients and the amounts, And then as I talk throughout the video, I tell you step 1, step 2, step 3, and so forth. Okay? It's getting thick. Okay? Alrighty, so we've got 13 minutes left. Okay? Nobody on YouTube. Nobody on YouTube. Oh, let me break down my box. All right, so what y'all been up to today? What are you guys having for dinner? Me, what are y'all having for dinner? Shannon, what are you having for dinner? Anybody else on here? What are you having for dinner? Or if you're watching the replay, what are you having for dinner? But if you're watching the replay after dinner's over, like tomorrow or some other time, tell me what you had for dinner tonight, Saturday night. Or if you already cooked, what did you make? Because, well, Shannon and me and Paul and all them, it's about 5:10, so y'all would probably be starting dinner. But so what is everyone having for dinner? And please share this live. Please, I'm asking everybody to please share my positive words of the day. I can't get anybody to share it. I've asked at the end of everyone, I say, please share. Somebody who might not otherwise see it might see it and it might make their day better. And then they might share it to make somebody else's day better. Every word of the day, real, I say that. But if I am missing that you have shared, and I'm missing that because I don't get the notification, let me know that you are sharing. Because sometimes I miss that. And please share my lives. My regular lives and cooking lives. My regular lives, it's been a moment, so I need to start that again. But my cooking lives, please share. And if it's a crock pot meal and it has 2 parts, please share part 1, then share part 2. Okay? So you can share it while I'm live or after I'm done live, either way. And if you want to get notified that I'm going live, tap the screen. Now you can tap it whether I'm live or you're watching the replay. Tap the screen, click the 3 dots on the top or the bottom of the screen on the right side. It's on the right side, top or bottom. You'll see a list of things come up. Near the bottom it says turn notifications on. If it says turn notifications off, it means they're already turned on. And there's some other options. You can just look at them. Like near the top, it'll say, add me to your favorites, add Elizabeth to your favorites, or whatever. If you want to, you can, but you don't have to. All right? And you can look, there's some other things there, but yeah, that's how you turn on notifications. And just check it weekly, once a week, because sometimes Facebook likes to turn off notifications. They haven't done mine, but they have done other people's, okay? All right. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back.
Countless days. It feels like every single week there is something new to talk about with this team. And right now, one of the biggest conversations centers around George Pickens and what the front office might be willing to do to keep him in Dallas long term.
It's not. I'm telling you, I know the difference. I'm trying to. I had to walk away because I couldn't do it.
It was finally just 3 weeks before he was set to retire.
I'm not gonna crunch over in front of the camera. It hurts really bad. I mean,
We're talking about a direct impact from Dallas Cowboys.
I tried to read it. I already looked up everything just in case. This one said, that's, if what you're saying is the way it is, that's an emergency hospital. Something that could have ruptured it, or you could have, it could be appendicitis, could be, there was something else they said. I don't know. It's all true, but not for me. All right, sorry guys. I'm back. Here I am. All right, let's see who's on here. Oops, every time I do that. I have to go into the comments of the video of the recipe to click on the link to get back to my. No. And I have to click jump to recipe. So it'll go down. All right. So we have 6 minutes left. 6 minutes left. Let's see who's still on here. Okay. Yep, we had leftovers. Hi, Martha. Long time no see. I miss you, girl. Ooh, I miss you. We don't have pork chops. Oh, my. That sounds really good. It sure does. It sounds really good. I haven't had pork chops in a minute. We haven't made much of pork chops. Or chicken and ground beef is what we have. Why? Because I see a lot of recipes. Pork chops we just don't buy. I would love to have steak, even the cheap steak, but we can never afford it. So, yeah. So, we had creamy white chicken lasagna. Creamy white chicken lasagna, okay? And I threw them away, but I bought oven-ready lasagna, which means the noodles are not soft and ready, but they're ready to be cooked while they're in the oven with the recipe. Whether it's this lasagna, meat lasagna, any lasagna. Because the meat lasagna that was on the box said 40 to 50 minutes. This lasagna says 25 minutes. So hopefully the noodles will be ready in 25 minutes. Because it says 40 to 50 on regular lasagna. Meat lasagna. I don't know why that takes longer, but okay. Hold on. Oops. Oh, I left my tea in the room. Okay, so I'm going to I'm going to have some brisk lemonade. I got a cup from this restaurant called Whataburger. It's a burger place. And they were selling these cups for I forgot how much the cups were. They're only a couple dollars plus the drink. And I can reuse it. And I put my tea in there. And if it takes too long to drink it, it gets warm. I put it in the refrigerator. Or if I don't have time to finish it, I put it in the refrigerator. So yeah. Hold on. Let me see. All right, guys. So 4 minutes to go, 3 minutes to go, and then we'll check. Because what I was thinking, the lasagna, the meat lasagna that was written on the box said it takes 40 to 50 minutes in the oven. And I'm gathering you always cook the ground beef first, then you mix it with the, tomato sauce or spaghetti sauce or whatever you mix it with, and then, you have your cheeses and you layer and you do your thing. Same thing here. We had the mixture and we layered it and all sorts of things. But it said only 25 minutes because we just want to make it warm or hot throughout, and we want to make the cheese melt that's on top. But the recipe don't know you're using already cooked already ready oven lasagna noodles. Because if you cook them, they're nice and soft. These are still hard, but they're oven. There must be something different that they did to the lasagna noodles to make it oven ready. Because the regular ones, you have to cook in a pot and get them soft, and then, assemble your lasagna. Now, what I would do if you're cooking them, if you don't get the oven ready, if you're cooking them, once you drain them, spray it, put it under cold water and rinse it real good. One, so it'll stop the cooking process. That's what they say do with some people. But also, so you can cool it down enough to touch it, because they're really hot, trying to separate the lasagna noodles and everything. They're going to be hot, real hot. So I suggest that you just, put some cold water over them to cool them down. All right, but the lasagna ready noodles, you can just assemble the lasagna with them, and you don't have to cook them first. Okay? And once again, I already read these, but for some people who just came on, the tips here say use pre-cooked or rotisserie chicken for convenience. When I used it, at the beginning I told you y'all can use rotisserie or you can cook your own chicken breast. Okay, it says 2 cups of shredded chicken. I would use more because for the layers that are done in here, I don't think it was enough filling. It could have used more. The top was very, very thin. Okay? So some of the other layers could have used a little bit more. The top layer, I think, could have used a bunch more. All right. So, but if you do that, you just add, it says 2 cups of chicken. I use 4 cups, and it was good for me. I'd use a little bit more of each ingredient I use the same amount of each ingredient, even though I use 4 cups of chicken. That's like doubling it, but I wasn't doubling the meal. I was just doubling the chicken because. All right. So the regular lasagna that was on the back of the box said cook it for 40 to 50 minutes. The regular meat lasagna. So now that was on the back of the ready to cook noodles. So if it said 40 to 50 minutes, does that mean it's going to take that long to make the noodles soft? Because this one only takes 25 minutes. So that's what I'm worried about. But we're going to see not only is it hot, but is the noodles done. Okay? It looks good. It feels warm. Noodles are not done. They're hard still. They turn soft a little bit, but they're still hard. So maybe because this takes 25 minutes, it's best to use cooked noodles and cook them in a pot. Because the regular lasagna says 40 to 50 minutes. And I guess that includes cooking the noodles, but this one only says 25 minutes. So I guess they're basing that on the noodles being cooked already and just trying to heat it up and melt the cheese. You know? So, I'm going to definitely take a picture of this when it's done. I am going to post them either tonight or tomorrow. I said that last time and I totally forgot till a little while ago, a couple hours ago. I remembered to share the live video to my second page and post all the pictures. I'm sorry. I did the same thing. I just remembered just now saying that I did post it to both my pages on Facebook just a little while ago, but I forgot to post the pictures on YouTube. Yes, YouTube, I forgot to post last Thursday's Sloppy Joe rice skillet. So, tonight or tomorrow, when I post the pictures for tonight's dinner, I'll add those pictures as well. Okay? Alrighty. I will take a picture of when it's all done. Then I'll cut into it, put it in the bowl, and I'll take a picture of that so you can see the inside. All right? Because this could take another 10, 15, 20 minutes. I'm not sure. So, okay? So I'm going to end this live, and I will definitely take a picture of the top and in the inside when I cut into it. And I will let you know. I'm pretty sure it's going to be good. But I will let you know how it tastes. Superb. Oh, something I would definitely have to make again. It's like a dream. When you bite into it and you're like, oh, that is so good. Or it was so-so. I will eat it, but it wasn't a make again that good. That's what I want to start telling you guys. Is it make again that good? Or, yeah, it was okay. I might make it again in the future, but not too near future, or I don't know. But because when I do a dance, that means it is good. But if I'm willing to make it again, that means it was superb. Okay? So I'll let y'all know that when I post the pictures. I'll put that in the, when I write, I'll let y'all know how that tasted and if it's worth making. All right? And if you came on late and you want to see the ingredients, go back to the beginning. I listed all the ingredients and the measurements. Now, like I said, you might want to up the ingredients because I don't think it was enough filling. Not too bad on the first two layers, but it still could have used a little bit more. The top layer could have used a whole lot more. Not the final layer, but the final layer of chicken mixture. Okay, because the final layer was the lasagna noodles and then the mozzarella cheese. But yeah, make sure you cover it. And if you want to try to brown the cheese, the mozzarella cheese, or get it a little dark, you could either at the end put it under a broil for a minute or two, or just let it cook a little longer. Okay, and take the foil off and let it cook for a minute or so, a couple of minutes more. Okay. So I'm gonna put this back in, and then I will end this live. Yeah, it's gonna be yummy, babe. But it's just, my husband claims he doesn't like lasagna all like that. But this is not meat lasagna, so I don't know why he don't like it, but he'll eat it if he has to. But okay, let's see. How you been doing, Monica? So, I thank you guys for coming on. I thank you guys. Shannon, Monica, Abby, Lokita. No, Lokita, Abby. Sorry. Me. That's my brother's sister, wife. My sister-in-law. So I thank you all. Hope y'all have a good evening. And I appreciate anybody who will come on later and watch the replay. For a minute there, I forgot what I was doing. Getting a lid for this. Okay, I appreciate if you're watching the replay. Just comment #replay. And if you don't want to watch the whole video, but you want the recipe, the beginning has the ingredients, and then as I do each step, I mention it so you can hear the step and then forward it, or just watch a little bit at a time and come back to it. Because I've been on live an hour and a half. Now, I will tell you, most of my recipes don't take as long as I'm on for, okay? My talking and letting you know what ingredients I'm using and telling you step by step, and maybe letting you know, oh, you don't have to cook chicken breast. You can use a rotisserie chicken, and saying stuff like that. It adds time to my videos. But I'd rather do that than skip around and just snap my fingers and everything's done. I don't know how to edit my video that way anyways, but I like y'all seeing the full everything. Me talking, cooking, step by step, and so forth. Okay? But I want you guys to stay positive. Do your thing. Cheering you guys on your goals and whatever you're doing in life. I love you guys. I want y'all to have a great rest of your evening, a great night. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And I love you guys. I'll talk to you later, YouTube. And if you're not subscribed, come subscribe to my YouTube. And YouTube people, if you want to come join me on Facebook, I appreciate that as well. Elizabeth Gibbs is my main page where I'm doing this video as well. And Elizabeth's Life, Elizabeth with an apostrophe S, Life, L-I-F-E, is my second page. All right? Talk to you guys later. Bye.